Hi, my name's Sue and this is Sue Marie P. I love baking with different types of flours. Today I'm sharing how to make these. These are my gluten-free sorghum pancakes. They're the perfect sorghum pancakes. I've tested a few different ways and this is light and fluffy and a really nice texture. So if you'd like to see how to make these sorghum gluten-free pancakes, come with me and let's see. So step one to make our perfect sorghum pancakes, heat up a fry pan. I've got a little non-stick one that I'm just heating up here on my portable hob. And I've got some milk that I prepared before we started filming. So there's 3/4 cup of soy milk. You can use oat milk, regular milk, your preferred plant-based milk if that's what you like. And in there I've put 1 tablespoon of vinegar. I've used white vinegar, but you can use apple cider vinegar or lemon. Now, I did try this yesterday without the vinegar, and they didn't work. The vinegar helps add the fluffiness to the pancakes. So that's all ready to go. So in this bowl, I'm going to add my flours. So I'm going to do sorghum flour, 3/4 cup. I'll pop also other measurements above. That's 90 grams. And I like blending it with some white rice flour. So that's 40 grams. It just helps keep it together and lightens the texture. And into that, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of cornflour. So cornflour is a starch, and that acts as a binding agent to give it a little bit more structure. You could also swap it out for arrowroot or tapioca. So 2 tablespoons of that. Baking powder, 1 teaspoon. So just add the 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I like adding cinnamon. I don't add salt. I don't think it needs it. So I just put 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. If you like salt, add a little bit of salt. And I like the vanilla soccer or vanilla sugar that we get here in Sweden, or you can add vanilla extract, but add that a little bit later when we do the liquids. Grab a whisk, just whisk that together. It just helps the baking agents and all the spice kind of combine. Ooh, it's making a powder. Into that, I'm cracking 1 egg. I haven't tried this with a flax egg, but with most of my other pancake recipes, it does work. So if you give it a go, let me know. I'm going to add all that milk. And I'm adding 3 teaspoons of coconut oil. You can use any other oil or melted butter. And you might say to me, hey Sue, can I not use the oil? I did try that yesterday as well. It didn't work. The oil actually creates moisture inside the pancake. So I'm just whisking that together. And pancake thickness, whether you like it fluffy or you don't want them so thick, is really personal. I speak to so many different friends and family, and sometimes the pancakes are too thick for them because they prefer not the American style hotcakes. They want it more Swedish style and thinner. So I'm just going to add, it's quite thick at the moment, 1 more tablespoon of milk. But just use your eye to have the thickness that you like. This was some soured milk I did yesterday. Oh, there's a little bit left in that one. Let me do a quick clean up and then we'll start cooking. So our pan's nice and hot and I've got a 1/4 cup scoop, or you can use a ladle. I just like to scoop it out and pour it into the center. I'll do 1, then I'll zoom you in so you can have a look at a close-up. You just have a little plate on standby where you can put the cup. And how I keep them warm is I use a little bowl, and then I have a plate here, and I just pop the plate on top to keep them warm, or you can use a tea towel or another kind of cloth. And this batter mix makes roughly about 5 or 6 medium ones. It's enough for us for 2, but if you're making it for a family, you might want to double it. They also freeze really well, or you can pop them in the fridge overnight and then just pop them in the toaster to reheat the following day. So we just want to wait till there's some bubbles appearing and then we flip it over. So it takes a few minutes. I'll zoom you in so you can have a look close up. So that's looking lovely and golden. So that one's ready. I'll pop it on the plate. Put my little cover on it. Then I'll just continue and I'll probably speed this up. You can't see my head, but you can see the close-up of the pancake cooking, which I think is more important. It's really hard being a one-person camera girl. I don't know if you know, I do all the recipe development, all the filming, all the editing, all the photographs. Yeah, one-man band. I love watching it transform in front of me. I've got all this beautiful sun coming through my skylight, so it makes the bench here look quite glowing. Wait till a few more bubbles appear and then I'll flip it. Whoops, that was a bit too early. I made it splash a little. If that happens, just shove it back in with the spatula. Shove. It's a very Australian word. Push it back in. On the home stretch, I've only got this one and the rest of the balance of the batter to do. So I've finished cooking all my pancakes. So now it's time to do a taste test. I'll just get that one because it's still warm underneath. I just wanted to show you the texture. So for a gluten-free pancake, look at that. You don't have to go and buy store-bought, pre-made gluten-free flour mix that might have xanthan gum. This is something that you can make at home. I'm just going to add some butter to it. I love how the coconut oil gives it the moisture, and you've got the vinegar that gives it the fluffiness. The balance of the flour blends is great. And the hint of cinnamon and vanilla, yum. So if you have sorghum flour in the cupboard, or you know where you can buy it, try making these and let me know what you think. And if you're new here today, consider subscribing. Just hit the bell below and then you'll get notified when I get a new video. I release videos on Thursdays and Saturdays evening, 8 p.m. Swedish time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Yum, yum, yum.